Citizens are increasingly rising up against municipal mismanagement of finances, poor service delivery, property tariff increases, among others. The Chief Executive Officer of the organisation Undoing Tax Abuse, Wayne Duvenage, says people are now fed up and he suggests are taking matters into their own hands with, among other actions, tax revolts. Now, we reported on this earlier in the week. I want to give you a second take now as Wayne Duvenage joins me on lunchtime. So a rapid rise, you write, in payment defaults. How is this gathering momentum then in terms of community response?
Well, Jeremy, if you see the Auditor's General report over the last number of years, you see that the default in payments to municipalities is growing and it's getting worse every year. 60% of revenue that they indicate on their books as outstanding is going to remain outstanding, never going to find its way into the bank accounts on a collective point of view. Some municipalities higher than that. And if we don't do something about that, everybody suffers, because when municipalities collapse, the poor, the rich, everyone in those towns and communities are going to feel the downgrade and the demise of those municipalities. What we've got to do is control this and make sure that citizens get far more involved, start holding local government to account, and bring local government closer to the citizens. If we can't do that, then you have these uncontrolled tax revolts. We're also seeing controlled tax revolts, in other words, legal ones, where the courts are giving power to resident communities to take over the managing of some of the municipal infrastructure and functions. And this is a good thing, especially when municipalities are found wanting.
To your point, it's gone beyond holding municipalities to account, as you say, taking matters into their own hands. If there are potholes on the street, they will fix them themselves. It also suggests, is it not, Wayne Duvenage, that local government is increasingly becoming marginalised.
Absolutely, and I think this is the model that is starting to develop. So how do we get civil society more organised to either marginalise the municipalities and the municipal management, or to bring them on board? They've got a choice. And if they don't exercise that choice in the right direction, they will be marginalised more and more. And so you will see courts giving power to citizen organisations if they can provide the proof of where the councils have just continuously erred, and then how to take over the funding of those towns, how to reintroduce the engineering, the maintenance, and the services run by people. Now, these are models that work around the world as well, and we think it's high time that the failed political model in the ways our municipalities are run needs to be brought to the fore, which is happening indirectly, and just to formalise that more so that we can see a turnaround in our municipalities and our metros, by the way. Many of our cities, you look at Pietermaritzburg and other cities, they are absolutely decimated.
You talk about collaboration, cooperation, but I wonder whether municipalities are open to this type of approach, and for that matter, also the cooperative governance and traditional affairs department.
Well, they should be, and it's a sad day when government doesn't listen, quite frankly. We saw it in Makanda, where the community worked together, both the unemployed community and the indigenous communities, the ratepayers, to have a court order to interdict and set aside that council. And then you have the cooperative governance department at the provincial level rushing to the aid and defence of the defunct council. This is crazy. They should be listening to the public. So, you know, our view is this, that if government doesn't want to listen, if government doesn't want to participate, well, they will have no choice. And we are seeing signs of some officials now listening and stepping up to the plate. We saw it in the Northern Cape with the recent issues in Costa, where the MEC was praising the action taken by the residents' associations to do what they did and take court action against the city management. That's a good sign. So it's starting to happen, not enough. We think that when we coordinate and when we get collaboration between residents' associations, between community associations, business chambers, and then start doing that not just in a municipality, but connecting with other good practice around the country, you start to see the power of civil society coming to the fore.
And just finally, politically, it's inevitable that these angry chickens are going to come home to roost this year at the ballot box.
Yes, we think so. And, hopefully, I think what we still do see is people don't know where to go to, because it is the political structures that have given rise to the problem. And we're seeing a move more and more towards independent candidates, so independent individuals standing up in local government saying, I want to get involved in managing my city, and then, to professionalize it more. But they don't get the benefit of the proportional representative seats, which only goes to if you tick that political party box in the IEC's rules. So they're now forming themselves into small political parties inside municipalities so that they can get the proportional representative seats and start running as a collective of independents to remove the political structures from the games that they've been playing. Now this, we believe, is going to be a game changer for South Africa if we can get that right in local government levels.